You guys think I could make this? This is from the Fashion is Art Met Gala. This is painted. I feel like I could sew it. I'm thinking I could chop up secondhand clothing to recreate this, like a phoenix rising out of recycled fabric. This dress is custom mouclair, painted by artist Anna Deller Yee. The chest, wow, that is so cool. And then once it gets to the skirt, it looks like it's airbrushed, but then I found these photos that clearly indicate that it's hand painted somehow. Found an interview that said it was inspired by Van Gogh, Munch, and previous mouclair work like this butterfly dress. Saving all this for my editor. How many days is this gonna take? I'm thinking of copying a bodysuit that I made last year, but I'm gonna skip a couple of details. Who remembers this one? This was part of a video series last year where I attempted a beginner, intermediate, and advanced sewing pattern to just see like where my skills lie in that spectrum. This was beginner, and there were a lot of salty comments about whether this constitutes as a beginner. Skip the cutout, add a turtleneck. Sleeves need to be modified a bit, but I won't be needing these thumb holes. Gosh, feels totally fine.
Yeah, okay.
Oh! This is how much I have left to work with for making the turtleneck. Pretty sure that's gonna be okay.
Yeah, 1.5 portion.
Okay, let's go. Oh, gloves. We're gonna rob this place. Okay, we thought we'd try our luck at the nearest thrift by the pound because we wanted lightweight clothing at the lowest price possible, but I didn't really anticipate how this place would make me feel. You can see here bin after bin of discarded clothing, no sorting for size, style, season, just very, very loosely categorized. We had our reference images, we were hunting by color, which did make digging a little bit easier, though we were both still really tired afterwards. This was very physical, and emotionally, it was tough to see all this discarded clothing. Like 99% of what we were looking at was fast fashion. Couldn't help but feel like it's just designed and disposed of with as little thought as possible. I wasn't quite sure how much we needed, but if you feel like you have a sense for these things, you can guess how many pounds we bought in the comments. Everybody is washed, dried. I have it all pinned up. It is super smooth, super sleek. I really hope that this is gonna work out with a zipper, but we're keeping it open so that it'll be easier to sew all of the details on. Today's goal, cut everything open along the seam so we can work with flat material. I'm calling this filleting the clothes. And then we're gonna start cutting smaller pieces so we can layer them like some kind of painted mosaic. My plan is to start with this darker yellow, the first of many. All right, let me make a couple more of these. We've decided to go with using the rotary blade. They just come out a lot faster and easier. And here's how we're looking at the moment. I just got to cut another color. We just got to start layering, see what we get. I think it's getting better. It's getting better. Have some movement here, bring it on down, cover up the patchy spots. Long was cutting these satin pieces. Got me so excited. Okay. This is definitely testing my trust the process instincts, but now that I'm on a third layer of yellow, I'm feeling better about it. A little bit more here. Okay. Guys, I think it's coming together. The scary thing today is I need to baste all of this so that this crazy multitude of pins can be removed and I can sew it all down on the sewing machine. Always easier said than done. And Long is helping with spiraling around and around. When you sew it out, ruffles. At this point in basting, you are definitely feeling it in your body. Lots of gentle swimming of the needle to try to catch all the fabric layers, but not the dress form underneath. I eventually figured out if you baste from the bottom to the top, you get caught on less pins, but honestly, this is one of those things where there's no hacks. It's just hard. I feel like I'm looking up at a giant, but it's because I had it set at the right height to make it comfortable for me. I'm scared. I know it's going to contract a little when I take it off, and I'm just scared at how much it's gonna shift. Oh dear. I was trying really hard, obviously, to not catch the dress form, but there are some spots. I'm hoping not too many, but I might have to snip it a little. Found one more pin. Wow. Oh my goodness. This footage is me not actually knowing what I'm doing, but I stuck with the lightning shaped stretch stitch, and eventually I got in a flow of free-handing the lines. It didn't exactly line up with any particular piece of fabric, but they just added to this feeling of direction on the phoenix's head. I'm just trying it on to see if all the sewing is like going in the right direction, or if I've accidentally made it way too small for me to wear. It still fits?
Yeah.
Okay, let's chat. I was so nervous about this project. I feel like I was singularly focused on getting it to a point where like I could experience hope again. And I'm experiencing it. Hope! Gonna add some more yellow to get farther across the chest. Once I'm done all the yellow stitches, I gotta switch to the minty color to get all of this done down here. It's very jumbled when it's in the machine, like the basting stitches aren't able to hold it perfectly in the right spot. And so I find I really am just trusting that it's all gonna turn out. Keeping things moving while I was sewing, you'll see Long in the background cutting out skirt panels. When we realized how much we needed for the skirt and how heavy this was going to be, I was back at the fabric store looking for the lightest and most structurally reliable material that could support, did you guess it, 10 pounds of thrifted clothes. They recommended this woven illusion fabric. It was more teal than I would like, and they didn't have a matching nude tone, so I made the rush decision of buying 2 fabrics I'm gonna potentially regret. Love that for me. I also picked up more denim because we're still working on my first digital sewing pattern, and as requested, we are testing an adult version of the kids jacket. Yay! You guys, there's so much fun and interesting denim here. Iridescent denim, brushed Rorschach camo, paisley print. Oh, this is kind of fun. And this one has a pink thread undertone, pre-distressed in this dotted pattern. I finished! Yeah. Now I just gotta remove all these basting threads. The whole thing is quite delicate and I don't want to accidentally snip any of this power mesh. It's done. Obliterated every last thread. Oh, I just found one more. Wow! Up until this point, it would make things harder if we attached the zipper, but now I think we're at the part where it makes things easier. For something so delicate, I like to start off with a longer stitch just to get the zipper in the right place. The seam landed a little bit higher on this side, but thanks to the long stitch, I can fix it pretty easily. Oh boy. I'm alive! Okay. Alright. Wow. If you guys look at the original dress, the skirt joins the body at an angle, unlike how I currently look. It's looking questionable. Long suggested we add one more tier of illusion to help blend this nude tone into the dark teal, and we also decided we needed horsehair to strengthen the skirt edge. Can't say I was feeling confident at this point, but we did our best to sketch an angle to cut and join everything. I uploaded a fresh batch of footage. See you on day 5. Hello. Was restored. Fear came on back. Honestly, I don't want to admit this out loud, but I'm scared we don't have enough material to cover this. I am now pondering if I can get 3 machines to sew the same garment at the same time. Can it be done? So there's one more step left to finish attaching the horsehair, but before that, I need to close the back of the dress, and before that, we need to attach the skirt to the rest of the body. So we safety pinned the 2 parts together so I could take it to the machine safely. The horsehair, after this first initial stitch, now it's flipping it to hide underneath the dress and sew that down. All the spiraling is hitting the dress now.
Okay.
Oh my,
Okay.
okay. Your spirals look so good.
Yahoo!
I think you guys can tell my feeling of hope was rising. So I posted this moment to Instagram and immediately got this reply. And with that positive response, we move on to day 6, where we are once again I've never had to back the camera away this much to see the whole thing. All we ask for is that every time we touch it, it gets prettier. We were cutting it close with the amount of spirals we had. Long had to leave for the afternoon, so I did carry on by myself, safety pinning spirals to the dress in the patchy spots. There were a lot of patchy spots, and the whole time I was just crossing my fingers because I didn't want to go back to the thrift store. I don't want to go back there. Whew. I think I'm also ready to seal the back completely, and then that way the rest of these spirals can just dance right across that seam. Yay! It's getting heavier. My body is aching. I've got the picture of it right here for me to look at every so often, and I think the reality is whenever I look up, I'm like, that's obviously the more expensive version of this dress. But you know what? I'm not even mad about how this is going. I used to work on my YouTube channel 7 days a week. After getting married, I tried to make the weekends a bit more sacred. And then after having kids, I don't even have the energy for any of this in the evening. But something good happened in all of that. I feel like I no longer burn out to the degree I used to. I'm forced into a work rhythm that is way healthier for me, and it's all because I have to be a parent at the end of the day. There was a loss in how much time I could spend working on sewing, but there was a gain in me feeling like it's nice to work at a pace where I'm not hurting myself, like hurting my battery so badly anymore. Surprised by this positive outcome. I'm gonna finish my break for my shoulders and see if I can keep going. I made a mistake. This one I just got carried away, and I think I wanted it to go below these. Does anyone even care? I care. Why do I care? Are you okay? Okay. Dan's also fixing a toilet right now. I guess we're all working on the derriere. Okay, bye. We're getting to the end. Long is coming over this morning. I'm feeling good because I think we're gonna make it. I have a few spirals to attach, and I'm gonna have Long working on the strings. I've been scared to do this step. I got these long fringe curtain things. I wanted so badly to source the secondhand, but I just kept feeling like I could not figure out the right solution. Here's Long attaching them to the sleeves with a combination of sewing machine and then hand sewing. It's because we were studying this shot and it looks like a layer of fringe is completely sewn to the rim, and then there's these sparser ones, a slightly denser at the base, fading away at the wrist. I was about to spray paint, but I just realized there's a few more touches of teals, dark colors, so I'm back to the cutting board, gonna make a couple of pieces. Am I just procrastinating on spray painting? Yeah, probably. But I have to do it today. I can only procrastinate so much. Thankfully, this is a really easy part of the outfit to access. Oh, I don't want to paint. Oh, I really, really do not want to paint today. Added some teal here. Now I'm trying to get this little like eyebrow detail right. Okay, hoping this is paint ready. Oh, you want to go? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Okay, that patio is not hosting friendly. It is disgusting. I need some kind of like large paper. Okay, I changed my mind. I need my old dress form. I'm so scared. Sorry guys, I know I'm complaining a lot, but deep down, I was also really looking forward to this step because I was counting on it to blend my fabric colors and better mimic the original dress. Tip for you before you go spray painting your clothes. My research told me that regular spray paint can crack with the movement and stretching of clothing, so I did go out of my way to get fabric spray paint. The original dress apparently took 40 hours to paint, 30 base colors, and 4 days to dry. And these are my color options. I was disappointed that there wasn't a brown spray, but there was a brown paint. So here's hoping my hand painting skills meet my own standards. Okay, sleeves. Oh no. No, please no. No! I love this balloon. Yesterday I accidentally got it on the dress form backwards.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh
the
no.
slow drag of trying to reorient it in the correct direction.
Oh wait.
Wow! This is the first time I looked up. Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Bria is here. Okay. I told Long that my goal was to slay, and then Oscar was coming up the stairs to come see us, and he was giggling and smiling. And then when he saw me, he got so scared, he started crying, and he was going, "Mama, Mama, Mama." So I slayed. So sad.
At what cost?
At what cost? Traumatized my son. Wide tooth comb to detangle all these strings. There's a link in the description if you want to see a director's commentary version of this. It's got all the photos from Alice, my commentary on the process of making this dress, original photos of everything we thrifted, things like which of the sewing techniques were brand new to me, and we did a lot of things that I've never done before. If you guys didn't notice, this video was sponsored by Dropbox, which just made me so happy. I looked back and my account is over 15 years old. Every single project I work on with my editors starts with Dropbox, so when they asked if I wanted to work together on a project, I was just so happy because I was like, we already work together on all my projects. My team and I, we upload, we share, we leave comments, we use the replay tool for feedback on video drafts. I've never really shown you guys how we do this behind the scenes, but it all happens on Dropbox. Thank you guys so much for being here at the end of the video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.